Alright, I've been slacking on it for a while now, but now let's go ahead and talk about some Jojo Rabbit. So Jojo Rabbit is Taika Waititi's latest directorial effort about a lonely German boy who idolizes Hitler and imagines him every single day so he can get by because he wants to become a German Nazi. And so he goes off to training camps and has posters of Hitler and idolizes him a lot. And one day when he finds out that his mother is hiding a little German girl in his attic, his life is turned upside down and now must try to see how he can resolve issue so that his mother and him don't have any problems with the little German girl. I was really excited for this film for a couple of reasons because Taika Waititi is a fantastic director. I really enjoyed What We Do in the Shadows and Thor Ragnarok, and I think he is a wonderful actor. I didn't even realize that he was in Green Lantern, as probably he didn't even realize that himself, but we don't talk about that anymore. And this movie had a lot going for it. I know a lot of people had worries about this film because of the subject matter about this little boy in World War II that idolizes Hitler's, and basically Hitler is his imaginary friends. And I really enjoyed the concept of this film, and I was really excited to see the approach that Taika Waititi was going to take in this film. And what I can say is that this movie is probably going to be ending up being either one of my personal best or the best film of 2019 because this film is so touching and so heartwarming and so funny that I really enjoyed myself a lot through this film because the performances were great, the direction that Taika Waititi took was amazing, and the way that the film comes together is fantastic. Taika Waititi really did a really good job in writing the script and humanizing these characters the very best that he possibly could. I think there are some great standouts in this film. First, I want to talk about Scarlett Johansson because I think she did a magnificent job in this movie playing Roman Griffin Davis's mother in this film. I think she did a wonderful job. She had some comedic moments. She's had some heartwarming moments, and as somebody that comes from a single mother, I can definitely relate to what she was going through with Jojo in this film, and that part of the film struck me to a really nice core. Also, there are some really good standouts. I think Roman Griffin Davis did a wonderful job portraying Jojo in this film, and I think he had most of the heavy lifting in this film, and he did a wonderful job with Taika's direction in this film. I think he was probably one of the best parts of this film because he had a lot of charisma in this film, and he had some enjoyable moments in this film. I think his comedic timing in the film at points were great, and there were some really great cameos in this film, especially when it came down to Stephen Merchant in this film. I think the scene that they were both in was really played out really well, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. Thompson Mackenzie also did a wonderful job portraying the little German girl that is being protected by Jojo's mother. And if you guys have not seen Leave No Trace, I think she did a great job in that film, and she continues to do a great job in this film, and I can't wait to see what she does next because I think she has a really strong career path ahead of her because she does a wonderful job bringing out the best of her character, and the dramatic moments that she has with Jojo in the film is also heartwarming and magical, and I really like the chemistry that these two characters had as well, and that's one of the aspects that I really gravitated to is the friendship that these two characters have, and you actually buy that they're friends, and one's trying to protect the other at the very best that he can while he's trying to become a Nazi in the film, and I think they both played each other very well, and I can't wait to see what Roman Griffin Davis does next because I also think that he does a wonderful job in this film, and I can't wait to see what he does next because I think that he has the acting chops that a Jacob Tremblay has as well, and so he's basically one of my favorites right now, and I can't wait to see where his talents take him next. Also, Archie Yates, a young Nick Frost, did a wonderful job in this film. I think his comedic moments in this film remind me a lot of Brady Noon from Good Boys. I think Archie Yates did a wonderful job in this film, and every time that he was on screen, I just wanted him to be in the film a lot more because he is a riot in this film. I think he was really funny, and every time that his comedic bits came, I think he nailed it on the head every single time that he was on screen, and I really enjoyed his moments. I do wish that he was in the film a lot more and exploring that friendship that he has with Jojo in the film. But every time that he's on screen, you feel for him. He's basically just like Jojo. He's basically a kid in Nazi Germany trying to figure everything out, trying to find his place, and he wants to travel in the same footsteps that Jojo is, and he did a wonderful job in this film. I can't wait to see him a lot more also. And then you also got some of the greatest standouts in this film. You got Sam Rockwell, Rebel Wilson, who sometimes is hit and miss with me, especially when it comes to the Pitch Perfect movies. But I think in this film, she did a really good job in the film. And I think she was really funny. She nailed all her comedic bits in the film. And I think this is the best that I've seen her so far. And also, Alfie Allen in the film did a wonderful job. His comedic moments with Sam Rockwell really elevated the film a little bit more, and I wanted to see a lot more of him, just like Archie Yates. But every time that he was on screen, all Sam Rockwell, I think he did a wonderful job. His comedic moments were great, and I really enjoy his presence in the film. I think it added a little extra oomph to the film. And last but not least, of course, we gotta talk about Taika Waititi as Hitler, because I think he elevated the film a lot. Even though he is basically playing an imaginary Hitler in the film, he did a wonderful job in this film. Even though it did feel like every time that he spoke, it kind of sounded like Korg, but that's one of the things that I love about Taika Waititi. I think he's funny, he's great, he does a wonderful job portraying Hitler in this film, and he might get nominated for the film as a best director. I really hope that this movie is a lock for best picture and best director, because I think this movie is fantastic. Taika Waititi really did a good job in this film, and I can't wait to see it so many more times, because I really enjoyed this film so much more than I thought that I would. I'm going to go ahead and give Jojo Rabbit a 9 out of 10. Alright, so Jojo Rabbit has been out for a while. Did you guys go see it? What did you think of it? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you think of it. Are you excited to see this movie if it hasn't played in your city yet? Go ahead and let me know what you think of it. And also, if you like this review, go ahead and like and subscribe while you're at it. I'm going to be basically making my reviews from Washington here. So I got a couple of movies that I've got to go see in a couple of days. I'm going to try to rush out and see Doctor Sleep here. I'm probably going to do a review about Terminator Dark Fate, but that's what I got coming up. So if you like this, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and share it around. And until next time, this is Josie's Reviews.